Hey, how's it going, everybody? So, I know, pretty quick, right? I usually don't make videos with this kind of frequency, but yeah, anyway. So, as you can see right here, I killed off my tub of signature. It was an absolute beauty. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep the lid and probably all the lids of soaps that I kill, if any. And just keep them like trophies. But anyway, so the soap for today, you can tell from the title, we're gonna be Martin de Candre, and this is the Art Bhoomi scent. So I do have a few uses on this. So I already did load it up, so rinsed off the top and it's dry, but you can see, I mean, it pretty much looks brand new. So this stuff will last you forever. It is, so on the bottom it says 200 grams. Not too sure how that converts into ounces, but yeah, it's a ton of soap and it lasts a really long time. So outright purchase, kind of high. Value for money though, I would say the amount of uses you're going to get out of it, and even the level of performance, I do think it ups the value a little bit. So, you know, it's kind of a, if you can get it, sure, I'll recommend it. You know, it is very good stuff. But if you're pinching pennies in order to do so, I really wouldn't recommend it, just because of that initial purchase. But if this is like maybe your only soap, you know, you don't have a big collection, you're, you know, you're small, maybe just a handful of soaps, this is a great one to have because it'll last you a really long time and you'll be using it often, so it'll kind of be worth it a little bit more. Let me just get some coffee real quick. Alright, don't want to take too long here. Brush for today, gonna be going with the Unicorn. This is from Milton over at TurnNShave with a 30mm tip knot. This thing is excellent. Just a handful of uses, already feels really good. So this is his version 1 knot. I think he either only has like 1 or 2 of these left, and then he also does have the version 2, which I do not have, but I've heard is just super nice and soft and plush. So really great knots from Milton. Great prices too. But the scent on Argumes, it's just a straight citrus. I believe this is like your very classic citrus scents. So lemon, orange, grapefruit, maybe some bergamot, but just very nice and easy. It is maybe a little bit more on the synthetic side, I'd say. It doesn't quite smell like just a fresh squeezed citrus to me, but does smell very good. Kind of reminiscent of how Holy Cow, the Pompelmo scent smells. But it's not hard to see why a lot of people swear by this stuff. It's kind of a more volumey lather, but at the same time it has a nice amount of density. It's not overly airy. And it does feel like very luxurious. And it does take a nice amount of water too. Okay, that's pretty good. So, yeah, very nice lather. I loaded pretty heavy. Didn't take a ton of time to get it dialed in, so that's really nice. Going with the Max Sprecher 9/8, called that the tip. Near wedge with the white ribbon Awabi scales. This thing is gorgeous. And shaves just as good as it looks. Nice and easy. Maybe just a tad bit dry on the lather, but still cutting real nice. Still a good amount of slickness. So when I rinse the blade here, I'll kind of show how I can indicate that it's a little dry. As long as the same thing happens. Alright, so I'm gonna rinse right here, see if it, okay. So, that right there, so I rinsed it and that's what's left over, and I'll just run my finger on it real quick. So, see how it doesn't quite come away? That lather is a little drier. So, that means, yeah, there you go. I had to kind of use my fingers to get it clean. But that means I need to just get a little bit more water into the lather. So I'm gonna do that here. Great residual slickness. Get a little more coffee. I've also changed up the method that I've been adding water to my lathers with. I've been just using the faucet and just running it very lightly. I've been doing that mostly because when I would dip my brush, I would either dunk it a little too aggressively, or now that I have some bigger brushes, the mouth of my mug just isn't quite wide enough. So, I mean, I could remedy that easily by just getting a bigger mug, but I don't really want to do that. So, okay, that looks pretty good. I think that should be adequate. Yeah, it feels real slick now, especially when I just wipe that lather away right there. Clean off the neck. For me, cleaning off my neck right there, very important. Always like to have this area nice and dry so that when I skin stretch on my neck, no slippage. So here we go. Beautiful. If you hear snorting in the background, that is the dog. Little pig. Excellent. Yeah, I really enjoy MDC. Stuff is really good. Especially for a vegan, the post-shave feel, although during the shave, the residual feel after I rinse off my skin is just really luxurious. And I way overloaded the brush. And the load wasn't even very, very aggressive. I just swelled it on the top, about 30 seconds, so, but I'm not trying to not trying to stretch this soap at all, you know. If anything, I'm trying to get through it. But it's very good, like I said. So, gonna go 10 laps on leather. Like I said, if you don't do this, highly recommend it. Beautiful. Alright, finish up. Yeah, that's awesome. So good. If you're wondering why I kind of come cross grain again on my mustache area, it's because of the grain there kind of grows at like a downwards angle, so not quite straight across, but like down this way. So when I come cross grain, if I just come from a little lower, it works really well to get it clean. Just gorgeous. So, yeah, you know, there's prescribed, you know, directions, like, for the most part, for most people, this way or this way is going to be cross grain, this way is going to be with the grain, this way is going to be against the grain. You know, that's if you have, like, a typical growth pattern, I guess. And, you know, some places you do, some places you don't, so just adjust your shaving technique to fit your needs, I guess. Beautiful. That was excellent. So, with NDC, especially the Argumes, I believe it is either a limited edition or seasonal. Yeah, that's really nice. Really top tier post shave feel, I must say. But yeah, I don't know if a US distributor sells MDC, at least the Argumes, even just MDC, maybe Bull Goose will, or I'm not too sure, but I got it directly from them. For the splash, not matching, I'm going with 88 Chestnut Street from Chatillon Luxe. Probably my favorite citrus right now. This stuff has some nice menthol. Really dig it. But yeah, that about wraps it up. So, kind of growing a little more fond of MDC. You know, if you're not someone who's going to pick it up very often, I don't know, I can't say how worth it this will be to you. I'm really happy with it. I really enjoy it. So, you know, I'll recommend it, but like I said, if you're like pinching pennies to buy it, you're kind of going not outside of your means, but like maybe it's a little bit much for you, then not worth it, obviously. Never go outside of your means in order to get something for this hobby. Remember, it's a hobby, so you don't want to go too hard. But yeah, I think if you're able and you'd like to try it, I definitely recommend it. I do think it's a very good product. You know, I don't want to say it's underrated, but I feel like a lot of people kind of hate on it a little because it is pricey. So there's tendency to be like, oh, MDC is so expensive, so many better options out there and stuff like that. I mean, I'd put this top tier, honestly. My face feels just excellent. I got a great shave out of it. So, you know, but that's just my opinion. And other people have theirs, and that's fine. And that's what makes the world go round. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review of the MDC Art Bhoomi, and hope to catch you in the next one. See ya.